to Cheese, a Healthy Fruit, a podcast where two sisters reminisce on growing up in rural Wisconsin. I'm Cydel.
And I'm Jade. And today we have some special guests in our studio.
Yay!
Is the voice scaring you? I'm sorry.
No. I was waiting for a cue.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You guys can talk.
Is this
Yeah.
me now? Oh.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, so I'm actually going to start by saying that we are kind of, similar in ages. You know? So, my friend Jackie, say hello.
Oh, hi.
She is, well, you're older than me.
I'm a year ahead of you.
Yeah.
Graduated-wise.
Yes. Well, and you're, almost 2 years older than me.
Sure.
Age-wise.
I don't
Because
know.
you're a
I don't
November
even know how
baby.
old I am, so.
You're a November baby, and I'm an August baby, so.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
She didn't even remember when my birthday was. She was trying to figure out if I was older than 18.
Older than
Oh my
18.
gosh.
Yeah, it was a rough day.
Yeah.
Today, in, the Burger King parking lot.
That's where I have all my crises, too.
I was looking at the Ulta thing to schedule a brow appointment, and it said, minors need to be accompanied. I said, Falon, how old are you? 19? So I just need to know if you were 18. That's all that matters.
Okay, so that kind of showed us. Okay,
Oh,
so
sorry, yeah.
Jackie's younger sister's name is Falon.
I'm here.
Yes.
On the far left.
Yes.
Yes.
Far right.
You know, if we're going from where the mic is, you're on the left.
Yeah.
By everything else we've been doing tonight, yeah, you're on the right.
You kept telling me I was on the left. And I was right.
Did I say what?
Jackie's fucking
no.
shit up.
Said, Jackie, you're not allowed to
Because I'm in the middle.
You don't know. You just
I'll
know
just
that
wait for
you're
the
in the
cue.
middle. Okay.
Jackie, you're up. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. And Falon graduated the same year as I did.
Yes.
Cydel and I were in the same class.
Yes.
We had a lot of history classes together.
Yeah.
Were you in
Nerds.
the
Yeah.
our last night?
Nerds taking
Last
required
class?
classes.
A what?
Were you in our recent American history class?
Recent American history.
Was that
Is
with
that in
Conveners?
junior year?
No, that was this last year, senior year.
Oh, no.
This last year. That was
Maybe it was the junior
No,
year.
I
farther away.
never had
Oh, excuse me. Hey, Fallon.
if he was with me.
You guys graduated a whole last year ago.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm last year when I was in high school,
Well, thanks,
not even
COVID.
realizing that, there were people who graduated this year after me.
Yeah.
No. I had college orientation last Tuesday, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to be
in school again.
be a social human and talk to people and,
Oh yeah.
make friends and, thing. I mean, there were only, I'm in a program, so there's only, 25 people.
Oh, so you'll know them all.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the farm operations program, and
Mhm.
so there's a total of 5 girls, including myself,
Nice.
and I'm determined to make all 4 of them my best friends.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, okay. 5 out of 25. That's 20%.
Which I
I
think-
mean,
Yeah.
I think there's only 23 people totally, but all the rest
Okay,
of them
so
are
it's
guys.
over 20% then. So
close enough.
They all look the same as the guys that went to our school, ball cap with the stupid
yeah.
mullets and the jeans and the
Oh.
boots, and if they don't have jeans and boots, they have tennis shoes with the khaki cargo shorts. And
Hopefully not the
That was
already mucked up work boots
Oh,
brought
no.
into school.
it was a bit of a mix. Some of them were cowboy boots. Some of them were definitely work boots.
Cause honestly, I love when people are like, I'm gonna go do morning chores and then immediately go to school. I cannot change my shoes. Lord knows I only have the one pair.
we went to a graduation party yesterday for our cousins, and our uncle, I think it was, or somebody else, I don't know. The smell came when he entered the house.
Oh, no.
And then it left when he left. So I think he was wearing some boots with some manure on them. But I don't know where he got it from because he does. I don't.
The youngest one, or
Yeah,
okay.
he doesn't live on a farm. But anyway, he might have stepped in some dog poop and it smelled
Oh,
We
extra.
stepped in something, and everybody could tell.
Yeah, it was real bad. Couldn't sit in the living room without just.
I don't think anybody smelled bad. At least I hope not.
That's
but-
my biggest fear working on a commercial hog farm now. Is
Yeah.
like someone is gonna know,
Yeah.
and I'd be like,
Well, like, I heard that if you work at a zoo, it usually comes with a smell because, feces and stuff.
And all the feeds, if you're dealing
yeah,
with.
feeds have even their food has a smell.
Yeah.
Whether it's really sweet or if it's fish or
Yeah.
even the hay, the different kinds of hay have a
Yeah.
weird smell.
And, like, people do kind of like what you do where you have to shower, like,
Yeah,
in
the
and you have the option
biosecurity,
to
yeah.
shower out. But, like, even when you shower out, you still smell, like, because you're showering there as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, is this really gonna get rid of the
Yeah.
smell?
But, like, you get in your car, and then your car has the smell, and then, it's
Yeah.
just...
I think what
issues.
saves me the most is like the farm is all enclosed, so I literally go from inside to outside, or
Yeah.
vice versa. Like it's contained for the most part.
Yeah.
Then I shower. There's a barrier.
Yeah, it's a
thing.
closed environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. We have a topic today, children.
oh, we're children
Yes.
now.
Yeah. I usually just talk to this
Wow.
one, so.
My voice just decided to nope away.
Were you trying to say words? Is that what that
I
sounds
said,
like?
do we? But it came out as.
Just sounds. What was I saying yesterday in the car when we were driving home? Like, it was, I don't know, I was really tired, and my meds definitely had worn off at that time, and I was looking out the car, and I was just saying, wee!
Oh yeah.
Just, wee!
It didn't even pertain to anything. It was just we
Oh, yeah.
Wee!
Yeah.
go to bed, take a nap on the way home, something.
Like, I'm so tired!
Okay, so our topic today is growing up in Wisconsin, because you guys grew up in the same town as we did.
Mm-hmm.
And there are certain things that come with growing up in Wisconsin. Just because,
Wisconsin.
exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Jackie. That's
When-
exactly what the answer was.
Whenever you pass a herd of cows, you have to announce that there was a herd of cows. Even if everybody sees it, you have to say cows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or moo.
Yeah.
That is also acceptable.
Mhm.
Also horses.
Cows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And horses.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just is.
I still
Yeah.
say horsey.
Yeah.
Like a child
Oh, yeah.
when I see a horse, because it's just like knee-jerk reaction. I can't
Yeah.
not.
Yep. Yep.
What was
I know, like, I had a friend who, like, was, like, a military brat, so, like, they lived other places.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, she came to our town, and her mom loved she called them her happy little hay rolls. The hay bales. in
the
the
big
field.
round bales.
round
Oh,
bales, Yeah.
That's so wholesome.
Yeah, because she did not see them anywhere else, you know?
our mother had some friends come up from like inner city Milwaukee.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like inner city, and that was like the first time they had ever seen a horse in like real
Wow.
life.
Oh my god.
And like we have one horse. He's an old retired rope horse. He
Does nothing.
does
Does
nothing, but he's
nothing.
not like a
He
big
is
horse.
adorable.
Like,
I mean, yeah, he's very cute. He's a petite
Yeah.
old man now.
Yeah,
That's what he
but like he's not like he's not like a big horse. He's
Yeah.
a quarter horse, but he's not very big for a quarter horse. And they're like, he's so big, and I'm just like, oh my god, what if they saw Clydesdale?
Okay, but that's
Yeah.
how I feel about like moose when I see them.
Okay, moose
Oh.
are actually ginormous.
There are
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
who have grown up with moose and they're like, yeah, that's what a moose is like. Like they're like, that's just the size of a moose.
I
So like
guess.
I kind of feel that
People
from like their perspective, but also like moose are huge no matter who you,
You
are.
know,
Like
a draft horse deer.
But definitely, yeah. I definitely like thought moose were like
Elk size, right?
Yeah.
a little bit bigger
Yeah.
than elk,
Yeah.
just like a
They're-
little bit.
Like
Yeah.
No,
they're
no.
like they're like 2, 3, maybe 4 elk.
I was gonna say, like, if
Yeah.
you put them in like quadrants, like stack them on top of each other, that's a moose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I think that's how people felt when they reintroduced the elk to Wisconsin,
Mhm.
and they're like, "Oh, that's not a deer." We're like,
Yeah.
"No, this is very much a horse of a deer."
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so like we have a lot of cranberries where we are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yes.
And so when they reintroduced all these elk, all these cranberry farmers were like, hey, these elk are like tearing up all our cranberries. And everybody's just like, they're just like a big deer. It's like, no, an elk hoof is about the size of a dinner plate.
Yeah.
And a deer hoof is about the size of my hand.
Yeah. It was a wild time.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think there's a stat on, like, how much of, like, the U.S.'s cranberries come from Wisconsin.
Oh, we're over
A lot.
We're the biggest. We're the largest producer.
Yeah.
We're leading by miles.
Yeah, and I can't remember. I know it's over, like, it's over 30% for sure.
Oh, we're like.
But I can't
50%
remember.
plus.
Yeah, I can't remember what exactly it was. But where was I? I saw it on a sign somewhere because that's right. We have ads for our ag because, fuck yeah. We have, like, random stats just, like, up places because they're like, by the way, we have to brag about this.
Like, Wisconsin has more microbreweries per square mile than anywhere else in the United States.
Wisconsin is one of the most drunken states there is.
We also live in, like, one of the top 10 most drunk towns.
Yeah.
And we have 0 available liquor license.
Liquor
license.
Okay, like the bar. Our parents used to take us to, like, the bar down the road. And, like, I'd be, like, 5 years old just sitting there at the bar. And the bartender would be like, hey, Falon, what do you need? I'm like, can I have a root beer and a sucker? They're like, sure, sweetie. Like, just this 5-year-old sitting at the bar between these two, like, drunk guys that my dad knows. They're like, everybody's just making casual conversation. Like, no big deal.
Yeah, like, there's not a child just wandering around this establishment right now.
Literally. Yeah. The one bartender taught me how to get 2 gumballs out of the gumball machine with 1 quarter.
Please tell me. Do you know?
You had to shake it a certain way.
Oh, okay.
It was like one of them old,
Like, you
like
have to, like-
lollipop-looking ones.
Okay, yeah.
Would you shake it, like, before or after or, like,
You would, like,
during
put the quarter in, do a quarter turn, shake it, do the rest of the, like, turn it the rest of the way, and then 2 of them would, spiral out.
But, like,
Nice.
growing up in Wisconsin is like where you'd have like kids walking home from like high school or the middle school to the bar to meet their parents.
Yeah. It's where the meetup is for
It's where you
Carpool.
Yeah.
It's where you get all the daily news, like all the daily news. Like you get, if you know the right people in the bar, you can know what's happening 3 counties over.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know if this is applicable to you guys, but I know for me, after I graduated and, like, I was, like, you know, like 18, and I went into a bar with my parents because they were still my parents, but I don't know what the rules are, the legality of that. I am now of age, so I can go in there. Don't yell at me. But going into bars and then just seeing, like, half of your teachers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That shit's
it's wild.
nuts. Like, especially after you've graduated, because you're like, I don't know when I'm going to see these people ever again, and then you don't expect them to be in a bar.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
and they're, like, just going nuts, like, dance into the, like, jukebox, and you're like, is this allowed? Like,
Like,
did they let you out of school?
Yeah.
I
It's
remember
like you don't
one
live there.
Yeah.
One time we went to one of the bars in town, and, like, it was one of the teachers' favorite bars. So she was having a birthday party there
Oh,
with
yeah.
all of the other teachers.
Yeah. There was at least 5 teachers.
Yeah.
At
Nice.
least.
Yes.
I didn't look too long because I was like, don't make eye contact. Oh my god. If anyone looks at me and they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna be like, no. And just leave. Like, just peace.
The wildest thing for me was encountering a sports coach. Like,
Yeah.
out in the wild.
Yep.
Like, and
Yeah.
usually was
In the wild.
at a bar
Well-
with my parents, and I'd be like, I was like, can I be here? Can I be here right now?
The
Can
real
you be here?
question is, were they in their sports gear?
Sometimes, yes. You know, they'd still have the sporty, like,
Yeah.
pullover,
Yeah.
quarter zip thing on, and, like, the sweatpants. And I'm like,
Windbreaker with the
Do
quarters.
they wear anything else?
No, I feel like that's their uniform.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably all they have in their closet.
yeah. Once you become a sports coach or, like, a gym teacher, you are doomed
Yeah.
to a life of sports gear.
Yeah.
Sweatpants, spandex,
Yeah.
the whole 9 yards.
And then if you're also like double as like a history teacher, then you also wear the pullover jacket with khaki pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dual
You
purpose,
just change
dual
the pants.
purpose.
Yes. Yes.
But one of our gym teachers, she was just rocking color-coded outfit every
Oh,
single
yes.
day.
Oh,
Okay, but
She
can we talk
had-
about how the middle school teacher was also related to that one?
Yes.
Both of them They're sisters, I
Yes.
think.
Yeah.
But I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
They're sisters,
notice-
but they both would wear like tennis skirts and a matching shirt. every
single
day.
But I didn't notice as much with the younger one.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's younger.
The
I
one
know.
who
The
teaches
middle
younger
school.
kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
One who
Yeah.
teaches younger kids. Because I think she usually went with like grayscale stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas the one
Yeah.
at the high school, she's wearing pink. She's wearing bright
She just has a
green,
louder personality
orange.
too.
Yeah.
She was also the golf coach.
Yeah.
I think that heavily played into it. 'Cause
Yeah.
when you play golf,
Yes.
if you don't color coordinate, you ain't really golfing.
No,
yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
that definitely played into it.
Yeah,
a
that's
lot.
definitely yeah, and it was always golf stuff. So
Yep.
like a golf skirt.
It's still wild to see them, and I'm flipping 24 years old now.
I know. What else was I gonna say? Okay,
Something
so
about cheese.
cheese. That's right. Because we're on Cheese a Healthy Fruit, we gotta talk about it. Another thing that really strikes me as truly Wisconsin about, like, you know, living here, something that's just quintessential. A fucking cheese castle.
Yes.
Driving down the interstate or down a highway and at least seeing one billboard for a cheese castle or a cheese shop.
Yeah, the
With
signs,
an E at the end.
the signs just say cheese.
Yeah.
There is
Yes.
no brand, there is no shop name, it's just cheese.
It
Yeah.
says cheese and an exit number usually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might not even
Cheese next right.
Yeah.
Cheese 4 miles.
cheese
Yeah.
with an arrow pointing to the store.
Cheese
Yes.
and beer.
Yeah.
and beer.
Or some
Or like cheese and sausage or something.
Yeah.
Or cheese and meat.
Cheese and meat. It's used cheese
Yeah.
and meat, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's
Sorry,
going in.
I had to use my powers to stop everyone so that we can cut it out, but I guess we're not going to. I've been brewing that for like 2 minutes, y'all. I can't.
Fun fact about cheese, Wisconsin has the most certified master cheese makers out of all the states.
Yes.
Wow.
Because
Actually, I think a lot of our cheese ranks really high
Oh, yeah.
internationally.
yes,
as
it
well.
definitely does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, suck that, France.
It's because we have the actual happy cows. California's lying to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're
We're a little heated about this. I'm sorry. Cydel is collecting her words.
it's an important topic.
Yes.
thirsty cows is what they have in California.
Yeah.
And
Oh
they're
my
like, hey,
God.
Wisconsin, can we have some water? And we should just be like, here's some milk. Here's some milk instead. Stop giving your cows water. Take them out of California. Buy Wisconsin milk.
Yeah.
Stop
It's so much
borrowing
better.
Wisconsin milk from Wisconsin dairy from California.
Support Wisconsin dairy, the original dairy state.
Yeah.
Speaking of milk,
Mm-hmm.
so we have family in like Wyoming, and we go out and see them. Well, like one thing that I didn't realize, like when we got to restaurants there, getting a glass of milk as like an actual like drink. is
Weird
Not- it's weird
outside
out
of
there.
state.
outside of Wisconsin. Like people don't just drink
Well,
milk.
especially as an adult.
Yeah,
Yeah. Once you're above the age of 5, they're like, you sure?
And even then, it's like only chocolate milk.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, I want some white regular milk.
Yeah.
And they're
Only-
like, what?
Like the only people I've ever met that drink milk on a regular basis that are not from Wisconsin are athletes.
Mm-hmm.
Like from my powerlifting career, people are like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, Wisconsin. They're like, "Do you guys really drink a lot of milk?" And I'm like, "Yes." I was like, "Do you not?" They're like, "Well, normal people do not." And I'm like, "Oh." I mean, like personally, I could drink a couple gallons of milk every week.
Yeah.
I do drink a cup of gallons.
The whole family. I mean, we're at like 4 or 5 gallons
Yeah.
easily.
Our
Well,
bones
especially-
are very strong.
Yeah. Especially if it's good, like whole milk, because
Oh
Yeah.
that shit,
Yeah.
it hits. It's
My
just better.
my favorite thing to get as like a treat sometimes is like strawberry milk, the pink milk
Yeah, the
from
pink
like
milk.
Quick
Okay.
Trip.
Cydel,
What?
you need to tell them why this is coming up.
Yeah. Well, I got some last night, but it reminds me of my grandpa, actually, who's
Aw.
he's still alive.
Oh,
But when he does
in
die,
our
that's gonna make
backyard.
me like really
Nostalgic,
like happy
yeah.
and stuff. But right now it brings me back to memories
Yeah.
of when I was a little kid, because we used to go to this restaurant that
Oh
I
my
think
God, I
had
can smell
Did
it.
it have a convenience store at one
No, bitch,
end?
it was a butcher shop.
Was it a butcher shop?
It was a butcher shop. You could buy your meat there.
At the
Yeah.
restaurant.
It was literally
That's
called
awesome.
like Meats. Like the guy's name's Meats. I couldn't remember what it was.
Nice.
Yeah, so we ate
It's
at
now
that
a
restaurant.
McDonald's though. R.I.P.
Yeah, it was really sad. Yeah,
it
they
was
closed
really sad
down.
when they closed it
Yeah,
because
I
we
bet.
used to go there every time we went to visit him.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it was one
And
of-
get the
one of his
like
favorite
really rubbery
restaurants.
hot dogs because they like just had them in the boiling water just sitting there for most of the day, which was not a good advertisement for their hot dogs because the hot dogs taste good if they weren't, just sitting
Overcooked.
in boiling water
all day long.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't remember the food at all. But I do remember the pink milk, because that's what they would get me every time. And they'd be like, "What do you want?" I'd be like, "Pink milk." And then also I remember it was back in the day when they used to still have ashtrays
Back in the
on
day.
the table.
When you could smoke
Yep.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could smoke inside. It was back in the day.
I mean, yeah.
And so, like, my grandpa's a smoker.
Yeah.
So, like, he used to smoke, and I used to play with the smoke.
Yeah.
Yup.
Dear God.
I still remember the whole smoking or non-smoking when we went to
Yep.
restaurants because my mom was a smoker.
Mhm.
We always sat in the smoking sections. And, like, when we went to the non-smoking sections, my dad was, like, super excited about it.
Yeah, our dad too.
Yeah.
Except that Grandpa would get really pissy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom would
Because
be
he'd
all
have to
sorts
go
of pissed off.
outside to
Yeah.
smoke.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he'd be like, I have to walk all the way outside. Now it's, I have to walk all the way outside all the time. So he
Yeah.
calls it dessert. And we do it on the way to
Nice.
his car.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Speaking of different colored milks, chocolate milk does not come from brown cows.
Oh, yeah. We
heard
we
it
covered
here.
that.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
but these people know cows. I mean, you guys have beef, but
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
Well, we have beef cows now, but, like,
Mm-hmm.
we essentially grew up on a friend's dairy farm.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so we know it
All
all.
them boys up on the hill.
All this family that we grew up with is literally huge. There's like 10 original siblings that just kind of adopted my father into their clan.
Because they needed one
Well,
more.
yeah, the thing is, they probably didn't realize he wasn't related because there were already so many of them. So they were like, I
Oh.
think you're one of my siblings.
So then, then they had kids and whatever. So now all the family essentially owns like this ridge line on the one end of our town, and they all have farms and all the land connects. And I mean, you could drive an ATV from point A to point B and never touch an actual public road.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's a crazy amount of land. And now a bunch of them, there's only a couple of the dairies left there now.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of them have switched over to raising beef cows or renting their pastures to horse people
Yeah.
And cropland.
and cropland.
Mhm.
But I mean, that's normal too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I saw two of them the other day. They came to our house to pick up a trailer or drop something off. I'm not totally sure.
Which, honestly, I believe either story from your guys' place because shit just comes in and out and
Like-
it just...
Well, Mom and Dad went out to Wyoming today and took the
Was it
trailer with
today?
them.
yeah.
So what are you
The goose-
expecting?
Oh, okay. So Dad took a Ford Focus to Wyoming, which originally came from Wyoming. He brought.
So he's returning it?
he's returning it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because they weren't. Oh,
Motherfuck. Okay.
my dad
My
was
bad.
driving the Focus because they were not driving it because they were all living in close proximity to the city, so they didn't need a long distance car.
Yeah.
Well, now my uncle got a new job. Now they need a long distance car again, so they're
Mhm.
taking the Focus back to Wyoming, along with they're taking my big sister's UTV that she sold to Iowa, where my nephew's dad lives now. So they bought the UTV from my big sister.
Now
and
listen, that our nephew's dad, not our uncle, just our nephew's dad.
his uncle, no, not our brother-in-law. They're not married.
No.
Nephew's
yeah.
dad and our sister not married,
Mm-hmm.
but
Not uncle.
They are-
Wow, good job,
have
Jace.
yeah. Anyways, our family tree has a lot of branches
That aren't actually
that are
related
not
by
really
blood.
connected.
Yes.
Yes.
Like
yes.
It's like a little
a ghost
squiggly
branch.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, at my graduation, I was going through and I was talking to, all these people, and I'm like, yeah, my parents, and then, then they're like, you have, 7 sets of parents.
Yeah.
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 I'm like, I do.
3 of them are the neighbors.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've been to the neighborhood drunk party. It gets really confusing.
Oh, yeah. We just accepted it
Which
at this point.
is that rude that I call it that?
Oh,
I
no.
don't
No,
know. Okay.
That's basically what it is.
We live in a neighborhood of alcoholics, but they're not alcoholics because everybody does it together.
Yes.
Also a Wisconsin thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of Wisconsin is an alcoholic.
Yes.
But y'all...
One singular alcoholic.
We're
We are
all
all the same.
collectively drunk 97% of the time.
But it's all together, and we can all still function, so it's okay.
Yeah.
We are very high functioning alcoholic state.
Yes. We also need to recognize, though, that people, there is a bad side of alcoholism.
yes.
So none of us have really horrible experiences with that with our immediate family. So we are safe. We are good.
Yes.
Don't have to worry about us.
Oh yeah.
We're
But-
okay.
People just like to drink around here. It's a sport.
It's it's I mean
A lot of people also have a very high tolerance. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have 5 and not
it's
show anything.
literally genetic.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's like in my one history class, it's a German history class that I took in college. They were talking about how the Germans were basically described like they were what are those called? Not ogres, but they were big.
Orcs.
Oh, like
Yeah.
an orc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just a big, muscly, brawny person.
Yeah.
And, the more of that you have, you usually...
Well, that's
It
science
takes more.
too. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just people are
Yeah.
built different
It's
here.
all about mass.
The more body
Yeah.
mass you have, the more alcohol you can consume and
Yes.
will. No. Because when anybody else from any other state says, I can outdrink you, Wisconsin says,
Oh my god. No, my favorite thing is that one video you sent me of the kid at I think it was a Badgers versus Alabama
yeah.
game,
Yeah.
and it was a drink off.
Yeah. It was
Who could chug
it
a
was
beer
at
fastest.
a tailgate. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're
The
mugs,
Wisconsin
big glass
kid?
mugs.
Literally just one swig the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
this
it was.
little guy from Alabama's
Was,
trying his
chugging
hardest.
it,
He was
yeah.
chugging fast. He would have beat me for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But
He would have beat the average person, but not the
Yeah.
average Wisconsinite.
this
Yeah.
kid just downs it and then looks at him for the rest of his chugging. He just
Yeah.
watches him while he's chugging you have nothing.
That poor other kid's side of the group was defeated with
They're
him.
like,
Yeah. No, they were oh my god, what have we done?
we just Wisconsinites, we've just developed this method where we just tip the head back, open the throat, and just and
Gone.
go.
Yeah.
It's like a snake, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to Italy and I was with my military friend.
yeah.
So we were still, because she moved to Italy.
The one whose mom was really excited
Yeah,
about
the
the
one with
happy
the-
hay
the one
rolls.
with the happy
Happy
hay
hay
rolls.
rolls.
And so basically, I went to a birthday party for one of her friends, and they were all kids from the United States, because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
also military brats.
Yep.
But none of them were from Wisconsin.
Well,
The closest they got were, one girl was from Minnesota.
not the same. Not
Yeah,
the same.
nope.
You cross the
No.
river, you're not the same.
No.
Especially because they have a lot of places where you can't buy alcohol on Sundays.
Yeah.
We are built different over here.
Yeah.
We cannot restrict people.
Yeah, but
Every
they were
liquor
like,
store is owned by the city.
Yes.
they were like, you're from Wisconsin. That means that you could drink a lot, right?
Well, I mean, yes, but also I'm this big.
Yeah.
yeah. I
If
also
you-
wasn't drinking that much because I didn't want to drink that much because I was my friend's parents' responsibility.
yeah.
I didn't want to make it
Be
difficult
yeah.
on them, and also my friend is not a drinker,
Oh,
so
yeah, you
I
didn't
didn't
wanna,
want to drink more than her,
Yeah.
You didn't want
make
to
it
embarrass
uncomfortable.
everybody
Yeah.
with your skill.
Yeah.
Wisconsin is basically the Scotland of the UK, but for America.
Yes, yeah. I'm going to take this moment to plug. If you need to see the fact that Cydel looks like she weighs 100 pounds soaking wet, you can follow us on Instagram at cheese_a_healthy_fruit. And then you can also find Cydel and my personal Instagrams as well if you want to follow us there.
Yeah, that's Cydel Powers and
Yes.
Jade Powers with an extra S.
With an extra S, yeah. And it's in the
The bio.
Thank you.
or
God.
description, whatever you
yeah,
want to call it, whatever.
The link is in our bio to our other bios, which also have the link back to this bio.
There's a lot of links and a lot of bios. Just read them all.
Yeah.
And it also has our intro written in the description.
Oh, yeah.
So you could read that when you can't remember what it
That's
is.
a smart idea.
That's a smart idea. Wow. It's almost like you guys made that or something.
Start a podcast with your sister, they said. It'd be fun, they said. I'm gonna murder her.
Can you imagine
With
us
love.
having a podcast with our older sister?
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so to set some things. So I'm 19 and Jackie is 5 years older than I am. And then our oldest sister is 20 years older than me.
Yeah, she's essentially our actual second mom.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
She was
much
built
so.
in for you guys.
Oh, yeah. My mom was super hyped when she had me, and my big sister's already 14 years old.
Yeah.
So.
She's like, babysitters already booked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I remember literally going on dates with my oldest sister, and she drove, like, a 1970-something Buick LeSabre.
Ooh.
And if you know anything about cars, that thing is a boat.
Yes.
The headliner was falling out, the radio didn't work, it was beat to hell. She said she let every hoodlum friend she had drive it so that it would get wrecked and she could get something else. Back, before insurance fraud was a thing, really.
Yeah.
But she's like, I would strap you in the car seat. We could go to the movies. We would go out and we could go to the friggin' drive-in. You went on like almost 97% of my dates. I was in high school, and I was like, I don't remember any of that, but okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm sure that was I'm sure that the
Oh, yeah.
boyfriends loved it.
Oh God, how many times we've been mistaken for her actual children is wild. They're like, oh my God, your mom, and we're like, sister, but thanks. Like,
Yeah.
she takes it as a compliment. Like, oh, I'm still young.
Yeah.
Like, her son is 3 years younger than I am. So we were raised very much like siblings.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Like, after school, we'd walk to her house. We'd be there till whenever our mom got done.
They
With-
fight like siblings.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I literally remember him chasing him around the apartment because he annoyed me, and then Nerf wars, and then we'd have
Nerf
to
guns.
call. Well, he would call Anne because I
you
was
knew you were
chasing
right.
him. And if you have younger siblings, you understand.
Yeah.
I do.
I mean, yeah,
That's
same, but
Yeah, but I
So-
never chased you.
Sidel is really
No,
the only
actually-
one in this room who doesn't understand this, because
you're the youngest
Yeah.
in your family.
unless you
Yeah.
want to count Jack, which he's the best
I mean-
little brother.
Yeah.
Jack's a dog.
He's also in the studio.
He's also
yes,
here.
we
but-
actually had our
Pets.
3-part pets.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we
yes.
have had a lot of pets in our life, and we decided to talk about every single one of our pets, except for the turtle, because I don't remember the turtle's name.
Oh, right.
And our mother RIP'd that one, so.
Ooh. It happens. It happens.
It wasn't intentional, but.
Yeah, the chemicals have to be very,
Yep,
balanced
yeah,
in
yeah.
that tank.
Turtles
yeah.
are-
And
little.
if a turtle becomes squishy, that's not good.
Oh no! Oh no! Rip.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah.
It would definitely take us longer than a 3-part pet thing to do all our pets.
Because we consider every livestock
Yep.
a pet around
Yeah. I
here.
I was gonna
so-
say
What are
the
you
only the
talking about?
current ones that are alive would take more than 3 parts.
yeah. Okay, and
What
yes,
are you talking about? I just have a 1,500-pound grass puppy that goes
Yes.
moo.
that goes.
Well, you cuddle with them too, so yes, you do have a grass puppy.
Even the bull is a big old whiny baby grass
Yeah.
puppy of a cow.
He didn't want to.
Ridiculous.
We had to vaccinate him, and not vaccinate.
Oh, we were doctoring him. We had to give him some.
He
Some
hurt his
antibiotics.
foot, and so he refused to leave the chute.
He went in and he put himself in the chute, locked his head in like he's supposed to, and started eating his grain. And then I gave him the penicillin for his foot, and then we opened him up and he backed up.
We opened
Instead
the
of going
chute, not the
forward.
cow. The chute, not the cow, not the bull. We opened the chute.
Oh,
We
yeah,
did not
okay, the
open the
chute.
cow.
That's a little hard to
See,
do.
I understood what you
Yeah.
meant, but
Yeah.
I do see how some people might be confused because they don't know what a chute looks
Oh,
like.
yeah. We opened the head catch of the chute to let him walk out, and he went backwards.
You went,
instead.
no, I'm good.
He just
Yeah, he stood
leaned
there.
against the back of it.
He he like sniffed, like trying to like look behind him. Obviously the chute with sides on it stops that. And we're like, buddy, you have to go outside. Like, come on. We had to bribe him, give him more food, and he's like, oh, the door's open. I guess I'll go back to my ladies. Like,
Oh my
drops
gosh.
out. Like,
No, like a lot of like he is bull, so he could potentially
never
seriously injure.
trustable. Like,
Never
that's the thing.
trustable. But like, by God, you put him in like his stall, and he's a giant puppy.
Yeah.
Like
He
I
likes the neck
never,
scratches and
I never like turn my back on him when I'm out in pasture because there's a lot more space, and I can't run that fast.
Yeah.
But like, he's
Can't run
just a
that
puppy. He just likes to stick his head through the little hole in the stall door, and he just looks at you, and he's like,
Yeah.
Well, he does have 2 extra legs on her, so.
well, yeah, oh yeah,
oh yeah.
When we went, Jade and I visited you guys, and like, we were sitting off to like the side.
Yeah, and he
and
sniffed
he
you.
came up to me and he like made like a
huffy
like
noise.
huff like
Yeah.
like you do like mama is
Oh,
what they
yeah.
is?
Mhm.
Like what they do to their moms.
Yeah.
To check you out. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
yeah. The only time our cows show any distaste for a person is if they smell you, and for some reason you smell weird, and then they'll shake their head at you. Like literally, they literally will
Like,
say no.
Like, or so our oldest cow, Aria, me and her have just never
Aria
never
does
gotten
not
along.
like
Like
Falon.
not she's not aggressive towards me or anything, but like
Strong distaste for
very
Falon.
much. Like she's like, I'll just like stick my hand in there, try to like pet her or anything, and she will just like blow all the air out of her nose, throw her head back, and like spit into the air. Which is funny because her daughter is my best friend.
Yeah.
That's probably why she's salty with you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, you stole her baby.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
But yeah, I mean,
Because her baby's like, oh, you're my mom. And she's like, no, I'm your mom.
Falon and I are actually cranberry growers.
Yes.
So, Ocean Spray, drink your juice. That's my plug. Go drink your juice. If you're into Bloody Marys, they make a cranberry Bloody Mary mix that's pretty top notch in my opinion. If you get anywhere near Wisconsin, not really much the northern part because there's too many trees there.
Yeah.
Too many trees.
The rest of Wisconsin,
Lower half.
cranberries randomly everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You could be driving down the interstate. Oh, what's that big old hole in the ground over there? Guarantee 99% of the time it's probably a cranberry field.
Yeah. If
Usually
you see,
squares.
Yeah.
Big
squares.
rectangle.
Oh,
Weird
beds.
rectangle thing that's like the middle part is lower.
That's a cranberry.
That's a cranberry
Cranberry
bed.
bog for sure.
Yeah.
Or if like when you're fall time, if there are big square ponds
Pool
of water,
Yeah.
Cranberries.
those are cranberries.
Cranberries do not grow in water.
Yeah.
Grow in
They
sand.
They grow in sand. Some of them grow in black dirt, but it's much harder to control the nutrients in black dirt. So 99% of the time, sand.
Well, they naturally didn't they grow in like
Swamp.
yeah,
Yeah.
the swamp
Like,
wetland areas.
On the north half of some of our property,
Mhm.
you can go out and find wild cranberries. They're like literally old bogs from previous owners. You can see where there's like a dike that's raised up, and then So obviously they don't like yield anything. It's you can tell it's a cranberry vine though. Like,
Yeah.
it looks the same,
It
but
doesn't
it's not.
grow like berries.
It's not growing berries anymore. Yeah.
I wonder if we have any cranberry plants in
You
our
can go wander
wetlands.
around out there. I wouldn't though.
Yeah, I
Dad already donated
I
a shoe
don't.
and he almost donated you, so
Yeah, it's true.
Here's my
We-
sacrifice to the swamp.
We tried walking our like property
Property line?
line when I was
Oh.
way too little to even remember, I think.
Nice.
But like, yeah, there was a hard stop.
It happens.
Yeah,
it's basically Dad found quicksand,
yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
So
That's a fun time.
yeah.
Nice.
just couldn't get the sandal out. That was the only thing that we lost. So
Well, I mean, at least it was not Cydel.
right, yeah. He wasn't like, here, take my child instead. I want my shoe back.
Sacrifice to the swamp gods. Please do not advance.
Yes. Oh
Swamp
god.
thing all over again.
I just love. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna go off topic here, but I just love it. This little dude just lays here. Jack's just chilling.
Yeah,
he's
he hangs out
adjusted
with
4
us.
times now, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Him's just a little
It's
old
past
guy.
his bedtime
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
Past
he
my
has not
bedtime,
gotten
LOL.
to sleep at
Oh,
his
yeah.
bedtime for the last like 3 days.
Neither of you. What's your point?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I got a bang. Like, I am drinking an energy drink. He cannot.
I mean, I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Our dogs have.
Don't I mean he cannot drink an energy drink.
His poor little heart would probably explode.
Yeah.
He weighs 7 pounds.
He's literally not any bigger than some of our chickens.
Most of our cats are bigger than him.
Yeah.
Your cats are wildly scary. But in a cute way. Like,
Not
this
as
is
scary
so
as
They
our
are
cats.
adorable and they will run up straight up to you.
Not as scary as our cats.
Crawford's really beefy.
Our cats are dumpster cats.
Oh, they give no fucks.
We have a dumpster on our farm.
Huh.
And I don't know if that's specific to Wisconsin or if other places do that,
I
but a
feel
lot of
like-
places in the country have a dumpster.
Yeah.
Like their own dumpster, like our dad made ours.
Like, we have to call the company to come get it. Like, it's not
Yeah.
it's not a scheduled pickup time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So but Dad I'm putting quotations, feels bad for the dumpster cats, so he will occasionally throw out our extra food scraps for them, whether Mom made a chicken or, it's leftover whatever. Dad'll put
Especially
it
around,
out
like,
there.
Christmas and holidays.
Yeah, he will feed the dumpster cats. He'll put extra food out for the winter. Not cat food.
Mhm.
He'll be damned if he buys actual cat food, but they can
Yeah.
have leftover people food. It's fine.
Yeah.
But those cats will straight up square up to like a 14-pound raccoon and give 0 fucks and win.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, our cats just go, I don't think I want to fuck with that. Like, there have been multiple times where we've had, like, possums come into our
Oh,
house.
Beretta
Yeah.
kills the possums, but the dumpster cats will definitely murk a raccoon.
That's frightening.
They will not.
Terrifying.
Well, you know what? They don't bother the chickens, and they keep the mice down. We haven't had a mouse in
Yeah.
our barn for I don't even know how long now. So I'm like,
Yeah.
you do you, and we'll keep feeding you if you keep.
Well, that's also partially
Yeah.
why you guys really don't have to worry about them, because you have enough, like, buildings on your property.
yeah.
There's for sure mice.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's why we have so many cats.
Yeah.
So we keep adding sheds and stuff to our property. So
Where the mice can
Dad's
hide.
like, gee, I think it's about time for another cat.
We also, another thing is,
Yeah,
we
we
can't
scrub.
get our own cats.
Yeah.
Because our farm dog, who...
She does not understand the concept of kittens and just thinks it's a varmint.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she coexists with the adult dumpster cats.
Yes.
And if the dumpster cats have babies, well, they take care of that.
Yeah.
She won't bother the dumpster cats, so the dumpster cats can have their own babies. But if we bring in a kitten, it's not good. We've
That's the
tried,
thing.
and it was not good.
The dumpster cats hold their own.
Oh, yeah.
and
Dumpster
she
cats.
knows not to fuck with them.
Yeah.
But
Kinda
if there's
like-
a new kitten who doesn't know,
Yeah.
they don't say
And,
anything.
like, small animals don't do well. Like,
Yeah.
Beretta will take out the rabbits and the squirrels, and,
Mhm.
like, we tried pet rabbits. That also did not go well.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
also got rehomed
Yeah.
because Beretta tried to murk them, too.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
It's the difference between the chickens, which she chases down and pulls the tail feathers out, and the turkeys.
The chickens are fine,
the
I
wild
promise.
turkeys.
The chickens sometimes retaliate. It's okay.
Oh yeah, we have 2 roosters that will take out the dog if she really is a harassment.
Yes.
And then one rooster that won't, but he's kind of a.
He's a little derpy and special.
Well, I was talking about the other one who likes to attack me at least twice a month.
Oh, I thought you meant okay.
That one I don't care if she takes out.
All
He's
right.
kind of mean.
And this is why I'm afraid of chickens.
Crawford, our gray cat, is just really beefy.
Oh,
Like, he walks around like this
Yeah.
all
Oh.
the time. Yeah.
Like how
and-
kangaroos stand.
oh, he
Like,
walks
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Oh, him's a thick boy.
Yeah, he also, fights all of the other cats.
Oh,
And,
Crawford versus the world.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got
Well,
it.
he
Yeah.
was an only child for a little while, and then he got upset about the fact that we brought Max back out of the house and gave him siblings
Mhm,
Oh,
more siblings.
all in the same month. He was
Yeah.
like, what the actual fuck? Like,
What?
I was my own dude out here living life.
Yep.
So,
I was
yeah.
having a great time, and you fucked it up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice.
Well, Max, this is why Max is also, she hates everyone because she
Yeah.
thinks she needs to be in the house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair.
She thinks she's in charge of everything and she owns everything.
Have we
She's
talked
the
about
queen.
Wisconsin weather yet?
No.
No, we
Oh,
should.
True.
Like-
Okay, best way I can describe Wisconsin weather it's April, springtime.
Mhm.
It was snowing
That's how
and
everything
sunny
sunny.
around,
It was
and
April.
it was sunny out.
Yeah. It was April, period.
It was April. It snowed, sunny. The other snow had already melted, so the grass was green.
Do you remember when we were in track? I think it might have been your senior year. Wait, no, I wasn't in track, but it was definitely my sophomore year.
Okay, so my junior year then.
Yes.
Yeah.
In February when we had an outdoor practice.
Yeah.
Because it was 80 fucking degrees outside. And then the next week, it snowed again.
Yeah, because we couldn't do shot put because the ground was too wet.
Yeah.
The pit had got too wet, even though like it was frozen a week earlier.
Yes.
And it was too wet, but we could throw disc because that just goes out into the field. Who gives a fuck?
We didn't want to like
couldn't
fuck everything up.
But
in
like
the
shot put pit was like brand new, and they're like, don't fuck up the gravel, and we're like, well, I guess we're all doing disc today. I don't care if you never threw disc before, you are today.
Yeah.
And they're like, we have to go outside, and they're like, throwers, and we're like, we can't run. Because we throw things, we don't run.
Oh my god. The amount of times that they tried to put me in a relay. That was like, I am not a relay runner.
It's like, I don't run.
Yeah, me as a distance runner, I was like, can I do a relay? And they're like, no. But Jade's like...
Can I be?
Jade's like, I'm a thrower. And they're like, so you're gonna be in this relay.
Like, Jade, so you're the, you're not anchoring for sure because you can't do that shit. But you're gonna be the second person.
It's like, no.
Like, we better have a fast-ass anchor, otherwise we losing this shit.
Oh, for real though, like if you get... No offense, Jade, but if you get put as the second person in a relay, they're saying you're the slowest out of all 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
I take absolutely no offense because I know I'm the slowest.
I was like, if I'm running, either something is chasing me or I am chasing something.
Either you should probably run too if you see me running.
Yeah, there's something happening.
If I'm running, something's chasing me, or I'm trying to catch a loose cow probably. And if
I
I'm
might
running,
need
you need to
assistance.
run and you have to come with me.
Yep. I'm usually chasing after that thing because it's trying to eat something
He
instead.
runs.
Yeah.
Boy,
Oh!
does he
And he
ever.
runs pretty fast.
If he's not on a
'Cause he's
leash,
small.
he goes because he'll pretend like he's like an old man. Oh, I can't do anything. You take him off a leash,
It's like, bitch.
Yeah.
he's like 2 again.
Wanna see some real speed, bitch?
Yes.
Also, he likes to, when we take him outside, if I take him out without a leash on, and then, like, he, like, sometimes he goes off into the grass, like he's supposed to. A lot of times he likes to just wander around on the gravel, and I'm like, are you gonna poop in the middle of the driveway?
Which he has
But-
done before.
Yeah, he usually does it in winter, because he can't walk into the snow.
The snow is
He
hard.
follows the tire tracks.
Yeah.
He poops in the middle of the driveway because that's where the tire tracks are.
Yeah.
But okay, he's
So-
really short.
He's
so
got a
he
little
can't
ass.
really.
He's
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the one year we had like 3 feet snowfalls, and we have a corgi.
Oh, poor
So
Tater.
we had to take him outside. And like he's trying to like get out to go poop, but he's just like
Gone. He's gone.
Yeah.
Like, we couldn't find him.
He's like hopping just to see. Even our big dog is hopping just as like,
Figure out
Yeah.
where they are, coordinate where they are
Yeah.
with the rest of this building.
and like they don't know where to
No.
poop because it all looks the same because everything's covered in snow.
Well, that and if you poop in the wrong spot, you're just pooping like on yourself because there's snow
Yeah,
all around
yeah.
you. So
Well, it was like,
But-
when I lived way out in like western Minnesota, and it would snow out there. There's no trees out there, so
Yeah.
it just drifts everywhere.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
And my apartment building was in the middle of a block. Like the whole block was the apartment building.
It
and
was
the,
a former
the parking
school.
lot.
yeah.
So like all the snow just drifts at the building.
Yeah.
And I was like,
nice.
Colt's a whole, 8 inches tall at the
Mm.
shoulder. And he's like, Mom, where am I going to poop? I can't poop on the sidewalk. He's like,
Yeah.
I understand that. So I had to like trudge my ass through the snowdrift so he could have a
Yeah.
place to go. I'm like, oh, God, you're lucky I love you.
Yeah.
We actually create a maze in our front yard
Yes.
to A, get at the bird feeder,
Oh, yeah.
and then B, find places for that thing to do his business.
Yeah.
Because it can't be in the same spot.
Oh,
either.
no.
Because
no.
you can't do that. That's just the feng shui is off. We need to find the right spot in the universe to leave our mark.
Yes.
And it's clearly not the spot that I used 3 days ago. That was not.
No, that's
not
not it.
acceptable
Yep.
anymore.
Yep. Yeah, but I take him outside. without a leash, and sometimes he'll like go off and actually do his thing where like he's supposed to. But then like a cat will come over and I'll be like, "Oh, you're so cute," and pet the cat.
no.
And then he's like. He, like, gets done peeing, he looks at me, and he's like, "She's distracted." And then he runs off into the cornfield to go find something that's dead.
Yep. Yeah. Oh,
God.
Our old blue heeler that we had before the current blue heeler literally dragged home a frozen leg deer. Or leg deer. A frozen deer leg. And was hiding it under the bush. He didn't dig a hole because, you know, it was winter. It's frozen.
Yeah.
He just kind of, like, shoved it under this bush.
And he tried, okay?
We're like, buddy, what are you doing?
The amount of times I've walked out into the garage to, like, leave for school, and on his bed is a deer leg or some part of
Wow.
you're just,
Of a deceased animal.
and, like,
Oh,
you
God.
only got, like, 15 minutes to school. You
You're
just,
just
like,
like-
look at it. You look at the dog, and you're like, I'll deal with
okay,
it
we'll deal
later.
with it after
Yeah,
school.
not my problem right now.
Like,
Yeah,
we
I
had
do that with, like, dead birds and cat puke all the time.
I do that because I don't do dead things, so I'm just like not my problem ever.
I can handle most, like, the weird, like, phlegmy puke, like, dogs throw up some, what? Did you
I'm
die?
touching
She's
things.
making
Oh,
sounds.
I'm sorry.
I was like, oh no, the headphones died.
No.
No, we still got a red light.
I'm
Yes,
fine
it's
with, like,
so
blood,
recording.
guts, and gore, but, like, body fluids,
Oh.
other than, like, blood and, like, maybe spit, or, like, I'm just, like,
Phlegmy,
No.
like, puke
Yeah.
that really isn't puke is
Mhm.
not, like, that's the, I don't, my job entitles a lot of nasty animal things, but, like, phlegmy puke, can't do it.
Yeah.
If a sow pukes in her feeder, and I have to go clean that shit out with a scraper, I am about ready to puke myself. God.
Oh, I've been helping out at a lady's
She's a horse ranch.
horse ranch.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, because I want to learn how to take care of horses because I want horses someday. But I went over there and we went to go feed the horses, and one of the horses had pooped in the trough.
in the feeder?
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, that happens.
Oh, our family friends had a horse that did that literally every time he was in his stall. He would take his shit in this feeder's literally 4 feet off the ground. I'm like,
Yeah.
buddy, you have a 10x12 space. Why? You come in here to eat once a day and you need to shit in that feeder?
Well,
Why?
just because the feeder is in the poop corner, I mean, you'd think they would move it.
But yeah, it's
Ugh.
and I mean, it's so convenient. It's right at the poop level.
I know,
you
it catches it.
Yeah,
You're like,
right
my,
there.
my thing is, like, he was scratching his butt or his legs on it. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm feeling pretty relaxed. Shh.
Yeah.
and we're like,
Yeah.
buddy, no.
Yeah.
That horse is now in Wyoming with our aunt.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Those family friends don't have horses anymore.
Yeah.
Sold their house and are going to buy a new house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty wild.
They just like were like lifestyle change.
Oh, yeah, this happens a lot. Like, the
Yeah.
husband definitely has a life crisis about every 3 years. We're not going to tell him that.
Yeah. Well,
Can-
you can't acknowledge
can't
it because it'll
ruin
get
it.
worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take us back to weather really quick.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we got
okay,
way off topic.
So like, being in Wisconsin, like from like north to south, is like pretty different.
Oh,
except
yeah.
like we are more protected than like a lot of northern Minnesota.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like northern Minnesota, if you get like far enough away from Lake Superior, you just get like a shit ton of snow
Oh, yeah.
piled for like over 6 months of the year.
Yeah.
Since we have Lake Superior above us, usually for like a little like strip, it's okay. But then like that like north
The buffer zone.
section,
Yeah, once you get past that,
yeah, north to middle,
Rough.
you're
you better own a snowmobile
yeah.
if you want to get anywhere when it snows,
Yeah.
whether you live on a public road or not.
Mhm. And then like you end up getting like like to the bottom of the state, you still have a lot of snow. It's not like Illinois where like from like north to south,
Yeah.
wildly different climates. Cause like sorry, well, we drove through Illinois one time during it was December, like the northern part,
Oh, yeah.
there was like 3 feet of snow.
Yep.
Southern part,
No.
it was 60 degrees.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you do weather in this state? Like, what? You turn on the news and they're like, well, up here by Chicago, you need to put on your parka, but down in the Southlands, you could probably go swimming today. Like,
Yeah.
what?
weather in Wisconsin is, you just kind of look out the door, basically the entire Midwest. You look out your window and you're like, okay, what season are we in today? There's
Yeah.
about
I do not trust my phone anymore.
Yeah.
I go outside and I experience it and then decide from there.
Also, schools and weather.
Oh, Jesus.
There will
Oh,
be
yeah.
like a weather forecast that like comes out and they're like, yeah, this is gonna be like the worst snow in 40 years. And like the school would be like, yeah, school as usual.
Yeah.
Just as usual.
Or 1 hour delay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite because it's not even. I'm not even gonna give you 2 hours.
You
delay.
get one.
You get 1
One.
hour delay.
You better find somebody
Yeah.
with a snowmobile and get your ass to school.
Yeah.
Waking up at 6 to see the news to see whether or not school is canceled.
Oh.
Yeah.
And waiting for your school
It
name
was
to come
so
by.
exciting. Like
Yeah.
you get so much adrenaline when you saw your
You're
like
like-
school's name.
You're all just like, yeah,
but
go
if you
back
didn't
to bed.
see it, you're like,
Yeah.
I'm really tired.
Yeah.
Do I have to go?
I
Yeah.
remember I would get so like irrationally upset if like I would wake up late for school, but then it was canceled. But mom didn't tell me it was canceled, so I wake up panicking.
yeah.
And then I'd be so mad at her that she told me it was canceled. But when it is canceled and she tells me, then I'm just pissed off because she woke me up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I couldn't
Yeah.
help
She couldn't
myself.
win. She really
No.
couldn't win.
That poor woman.
But there was one time that like all the other schools in our county closed.
Canceled, yeah.
Because
and not
there was
us.
an ice storm coming. Our school was like,
Meh.
no.
Okay, the thing
no,
about our
there's
school
no
is like
way.
it's so our school is like it's a lot of people from like places.
Our district,
Our
is
district
very
is
big.
giant.
We have a
It's
huge,
huge.
district.
Yeah, because it's just like bigger small town, it's tiny small towns.
Yeah, like
you know?
all the unincorporated towns
Yeah.
are just like, oh, you're in this one now. Whoop.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Considering like our location, we're not like super far north, so like it's not like there's one big
Oh,
city
we're
and then like a
directly
whole
in the
bunch
middle
of
the
nothing.
county, so
Yeah.
Yeah. We're like in the middle, so like things are like pretty evenly spaced, I want to say. Like it's probably like the nearest gas station like between each like location is probably maybe like 10 minutes usually.
yeah, roughly.
So
Yeah.
like if you're on like the interstate or a highway, it probably takes you about like 10-15 minutes to get
oh,
to a gas
yeah.
station.
If you run out of gas, you brought that on yourself.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's not like we're super far away, but we have like one of the biggest districts.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
For
The main
but
thing is we have a lot of highways that run directly
Yes. Yeah.
into our town, highways and
Yeah.
interstates,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
people can get to it easily.
Yeah.
yeah.
In theory.
But that also means we don't get to close when everybody else does.
Yes.
yeah, all of
Yeah.
our major highways and roadways take precedent when it comes to snow removal.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah. So they were like, it'll be fine. And we got through 4 hours of the day.
Yeah, it wasn't even like till lunch yet.
Yeah. Yeah. And they were like,
Mm.
and then there was an announcement that came on. And they're like, all right, we're going to wrap up the school day. Like, and this class is ending right now. You're going to your next class. And then after that, you're going home.
Yeah. Well, the thing is though, people also drive to school.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to drive like 20 minutes back to your house or more.
And you've been
Yep.
driving for a month now.
And
Or-
there's
yeah.
an ice storm
Yeah,
coming.
depending
Yeah.
on if you live in the ridge or the valley,
Oh yeah.
it might take you an hour to get back
Yeah.
home
Well,
in this
yeah.
weather.
The thing is, especially on the ridge with an ice storm,
Oh, you're effed.
yeah.
Unless you
Yeah.
have
You are
yeah.
calling your parents to come get you and leaving your car at school.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless your
unless-
ridge has a lot of have trees,
Yeah.
something that
Yeah.
can catch the weather,
Mm-hmm.
you're
No.
you're not getting across the ridge.
Like I've
buddy.
seen kids like picked up on snowmobiles
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
to get home.
Well, out in western Minnesota, there was a few times where snowstorms would come through, and because you couldn't guarantee anyone was gonna get to the barn the next day, people
Mhm.
stayed overnight, and I mean those people would leave, go home, take care of their families, their pets, or whatever, and come back on their snowmobiles because they didn't know if they were gonna get back in their car.
Yeah.
You know, like
Mhm.
freaking
Yeah.
Midwest
There's-
weather, man.
There have been times also like I got a Ford Focus. He real short. And
Clearance.
Well,
like,
he used to not be.
Clearance, none.
what do you mean?
You didn't know he was lifted?
Oh right, yeah, he was lifted.
Yeah.
He's been a race car.
Her
Yeah.
car had a pass.
Yeah, passed. And
He
he's
was
got
like
Wait,
he
hold
has
on.
a
pimped out
lot of
Ford
res-
Focus. Charlie is his name.
What color
Yeah.
is he?
He's black.
black.
Oh, okay. I was like, is this the red Focus?
Oh
Used to drive? Like,
No.
damn.
no, he came from the South, so he didn't have a lot of rust when he first had
Oh,
him.
yeah.
But he has so many imprints of Wisconsin Badgers stickers.
Mhm.
There's a metal Wisconsin Badgers W
Yeah.
on the back. And, like, it looks like it kind of goes with, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
the, like, lettering and stuff. So it kind of looks like
It's supposed to be there.
just something that Ford sticks on the back of there.
Yeah.
If any focus,
Focuses.
it's going to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then also you can see, like, stickers that have been taken off. Like,
Yeah.
there's a W imprint on the very front of
Oh,
the car.
Nice.
And then there's also Badgers on the mirrors, on the back of the mirrors.
Oh, nice.
And
Nice.
but anyway, he's real short. And
He's just a little guy.
there's been times when twice now, I've come home after a snowstorm and before my dad gets a chance to plow, and I've turned in, got my 2 tires over the snow drift and stopped.
Yeah.
That happened. So you carpooled with my friend a lot because she had to drive right past my house to get to school, and so like I would pay for breakfast, she would drive me to school.
Okay. Fallon didn't get her license until like a year ago.
Okay, that's a whole different thing that we don't need to discuss right now.
So like she carpooled a lot in
Yeah.
general.
Basically, entire high school career. And one time, we were pulling out, and we were dropping her other friend off, and she got stuck pulling out of her friend's driveway. And we had to dig her out because she had a little green Saturn.
centered out,
Yeah.
high centered out
And
on
we're
the
all
snow
just like,
drift.
ah, Jesus. The thing is, if she had just moved over a foot, wouldn't have gotten stuck.
Yeah.
It happens.
We're like,
Yeah.
Well, and when you're a new driver, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
And that's
Yeah.
why I drive pickups all the time.
I remember getting in, what one was it that you used to take? It was one of the diesels. I think.
Oh,
was
the
it
high
the big
school.
golden
The
red
old
one?
6 blow. That's the big D. What did they have the sticker on the?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
company truck.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah. Because we would go and work out in the morning.
Yep.
6 a.m.
Oh yeah, back when I used to pick up Josh.
Oh, yeah.
We don't talk about him. Anyway.
But yeah. Oh, because that thing was also had like a 2-inch lift for no reason.
Yeah.
It came that way. My dad's like, why can I not reach the roof?
Yeah.
I don't know, Dad. Why can't you reach the roof?
Our
Is this-
dad
is
also
this
puts
weird?
mud flaps on everything.
Well, you gotta, catch the mud somehow.
4 sets is unnecessary.
I agree, but
Oh my god. And the slush.
your father is extra.
Yeah.
Extra.
I don't know how to tell you this, but
We have to get it from somewhere.
yes.
So.
Mhm. I just realized, like, the 2-hour delay thing is probably not a thing in most of the country.
I would say
Like,
it's.
at
I
all.
would say it's probably mostly specific to the Midwest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of places, like, because my cousin moved to Kentucky from
Yeah.
Wisconsin, when they got a little bit of snow, they closed.
Canceled. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's from what I've heard from
everything.
other people, and like other competitors that I lifted with.
Mhm.
Like if they were anywhere from the South, like they got any snow, the whole town goes to bed.
Yeah, no, everyone's like, well, I guess everything's canceled. And here we're like, it's only 1.5 feet. We're still going.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've heard, like, out west, like, they don't have 2-hour delays, but, like, they get enough snow all at once that, like, there's no school today. But then
Yeah.
it's gone, like, the next day.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
melts after a couple
Or it's
days
just
out there.
melted down enough that
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
people ride their horses to school.
Oh, yeah. So we definitely get an extra flavor of, like, excitement.
The Midwest is a lot
Yeah.
of stuff.
Although, like, 2-hour delays, like, you can't even go back to bed.
No, but, like, you
I
might decide to, like,
Take a nap.
take a longer
Yeah.
shower. Or,
Yeah.
like, sometimes I
Eat-
would
a legitimate
breakfast.
straighten my
Yeah,
hair.
breakfast.
Yes,
Straighten my hair. Yeah.
make pancakes when you normally, like, just eat 2 Hot Pockets in the microwave as a 7th grader.
And then when you get home, you eat 4 corn dogs.
I was round at one point, okay? Well, I used to eat a lot.
Okay, like,
I
so
still eat a lot.
Yeah.
I recently, like, started fitting into, like, a size small t-shirt. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, when did this happen?
I'm just like, because, like, so, when COVID happened, a lot of people gained a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Fallon did the opposite of the COVID-15. She got the COVID negative
Negative.
20. I don't know.
Like, normally like throughout high school I was like 170-ish. That's fine. Well, then COVID first hit, and like we did online school, which was only supposed to be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we thought we
I
were getting
was
an extra
holding
week
on
of spring break
Yeah.
from
was
college,
holding-
and then they were like, "Y'all need to come get your stuff. We're closing."
I was holding on to those 2 weeks because I was, we
I
had
feel
like,
like get to
we
say
had,
goodbye to like anybody.
There were so
Yeah.
many things that were supposed to happen though, like so
Yeah.
many senior things that
We-
were supposed
yeah.
to happen for her.
Yeah, I bet.
we left on Tuesday.
Mhm.
That Friday was supposed to be our big German performance because we
Oh,
do like
yeah.
the singing
Boss
thing.
stopping. I never had
Yeah.
to do that, even
Yeah,
though I was in
boss
German
stopping.
class.
Yeah. So like that was a big thing, and I was a senior and like German 5, so
Yeah.
like it was a big
deal,
thing,
yeah.
a big deal, and I was so ready for it. I was working on my video and stuff, and because we make a German 5 video
Yep.
too, and I was working on it, and I was working on it extra because I was behind, and like
I get that.
and also we were like, oh, with COVID, we might have to make it all a video, you know, because we were just gonna be like, okay, when we come back, you know,
Yeah.
everybody will finalize their things, and then we'll just record during class and make it a video because we can't have an audience. So I was like, all right, I'll be working on that video too, and like we were making all the plans, you know, and I was like, it's only gonna be 2 weeks, and then no, nothing.
Yeah. I almost failed my senior essay because everything went virtual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost failed high school because of COVID.
Thank God
Yeah.
for our neighbor who basically tutored Falon through the rest of high school.
Yeah.
I went down to like I had to like go to like her house because I couldn't like concentrate at our own house.
Yeah.
So because I was at home, I had I didn't want to do it.
was at
so,
home.
Like, I was
Couldn't
bored
do
and I was
nothing.
procrastinating. So what did I
Exactly,
do?
yeah.
Eat. But then I got a job, and then I wasn't eating all the time, and like
Mhm.
I would only go. So we have this nutrition shake place in town, and so I go there. Well, those things are like 500 calories max, and then I
Yeah.
wouldn't eat for like,
Oh,
The rest of the time.
and that was
Well, it doesn't help because a lot of them are also designed so you won't want to eat.
But yeah, that's the whole
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
of the shake and the
Mhm.
tea is to be a meal replacement. But Falon would go, shake, tea, food for all day. No.
Especially since like the tea usually has caffeine in it, like
well, then a lot of things that was happening, and this is like my own thing. Like I would get the urge to eat, like I'd feel my stomach growling, like, but I wouldn't have like make anything. or,
Nothing
like,
easy to eat.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to like actually like make the food, so then I just wouldn't eat, and then I'd forget about it and go to bed.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then I lost a lot of weight, like
Mhm.
really, really fast. And like I told my doctor on it because I had to go to the doctor because I had bottomed out and like everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I had to leave work because I was having such bad like torso pain.
Yeah.
Torso pain. And they're like, yeah, it's because you have no potassium or
It's like,
water.
You're lucky you
or
didn't
iron.
give yourself an ulcer.
Yes.
Because if your stomach acid's like, oh, there's nothing to eat, it starts eating you.
Yeah.
It's like a pineapple, but inside you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I'd take like a couple like I called them like super vitamins. They had an actual name. I don't remember what they were. But so then
Super
now I'm like
vitamins.
maintaining. Like I'm not back to where I was, but I'm
Yeah.
maintaining, which is actually pretty okay, which is actually very healthy for me, which is healthier than
Well,
I was
it's
before. I like
Better
140.
than it's better
Yeah.
than losing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I fit into a small shirt now.
Yeah.
I've always been like medium to larges. Like this is a medium, but that's because
Mhm.
it's like really tight fitted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like loose flowing shirts or like tank tops, I can fit
Mhm.
into a small. And
Yeah.
I've never been small before. And Jackie's pointing it out. Jackie's just pointing this out to me. He's like, "You're a small
Yeah.
person. You're
Calling you small sister
You're a
makes
small
way more
girl.
sense now.
like you're a small woman." I'm like, "No, I'm not."
Yes.
Like, people keep calling me small, and I'm like, "I'm not small."
Oh, what
And
size
they're
shirt do you wear?
Mm.
Small.
It's so weird. Like I'm just like,
Like, even mom's pants are big on you now. Like, we used to all kind of wear the same thing. Well, then I started lifting and my butt got too big and stretched out mom's pants. So then I could wear mom's pants ananymore. And then
Cool.
it was the same size.
If you keep stretching out mom's pants, they become your pants.
Yeah, but here's the deal.
She doesn't like that.
No.
no. It's like I can fit into like a lot of mom's stuff. I just don't want to wear my mom's clothes.
Yeah.
I used to do that a lot, like especially in middle school, because I didn't have an older sibling to steal clothes from. she had my closet. So
Yeah.
This is a cursed image.
Oh.
can you please never show me that again?
In case you're wondering, it's peanut butter on corn on the
No,
cob.
we
So
don't
please
need-
don't ever do that.
Don't.
That is
That's
not
a
a
sin.
Wisconsin thing.
That's a sin.
That is.
This is a public service announcement. Never have peanut butter corn. Thank you.
Ever.
Ever.
I don't care what Twitter tells you. Don't do it.
Don't do it. I don't care what Twitter tells you. Don't do it. Is a really good, just life motto.
Yeah.
So
Just
cool.
keep that just right in the front of your brain.
I don't care what Twitter said. Don't do
Are
it.
there
Don't
any
do it.
foods that are like specific, like weird foods that are specific to Wisconsin/Midwest?
Casserole
sure that there
/ hot
is.
dishes.
Hot dishes.
I was gonna say a hot dish in general. That is very specific because if you say hot dish, people are like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
Warm,
Yeah.
room temperature cheese curds that squeak when you
Yep.
bite them.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Those are
That's
they're-
Wisconsin.
Squeaky cheese curds.
Yeah.
When they're fresh. I hate squeaky cheese. I'm so sorry. I know it's like
That's I had
it's cursed, but I don't like the feeling on my teeth.
yeah.
I hate
That's
the
just
like.
a specific.
Let me tell you
way I
about
like
this.
it.
That's me. That's
My
me. That's my
dad
own
will
problem.
pull them out of the fridge and put them in the microwave so that they squeak when he eats them because he's a freaking maniac.
Your dad is really extra.
Oh,
my
God.
God.
He makes some wild sandwiches, that's for sure.
And then he never puts anything back in the fridge.
Oh no, he yells at us for like leaving stuff out in the house, and then like we'll go to the kitchen and the peanut butter, jelly, mayonnaise, and sausage are all out, and we're like, what are you making? First of all, second of all, why didn't you put it away?
The only thing he puts away back in the fridge is ice cream.
Well, that goes in the freezer, but yeah,
That's the only
Yeah.
thing. Like he will leave like fruit,
Mhm.
condiments,
milk,
meat,
Yeah.
milk, all of it just
leftovers, all of it gets left out.
Yeah, we have an uncle who doesn't like cold pizza. Like, he will eat pizza that's been sitting out for over 24 hours.
Oh no, that's a food health violation.
Yes, but he will not eat it if it's been put in the fridge. So,
Oh.
yeah, it's interesting when we go over to their house.
That man definitely has an iron stomach.
Oh, yeah.
family
Okay,
trees
The
are
one
fun.
who, he once said, you should try his tobacco, and you did, and he immediately scooped it out of his
Yes.
mouth. But that is a story for another time.
If wow, we can have we can do a whole episode about families.
Yes.
'Cause
Oh,
ours
we-
is also
Yeah.
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Hit
I've
me
heard
with it.
about your copious amounts of food at any family gathering.
Oh yeah, I mean like we did a buffet thing for the band this past weekend, and they're like, "This is the best breakfast we've ever had," and we're like, "Yeah, this is normal for us." And they're like, "What?"
Like, we are this extra
All the
always.
time. Like, Mom made biscuits and gravy. She had 2 fruit trays. She made cheese and sausage tray. Because what else do you have at breakfast?
Oh, yeah, no. That's normal.
Literally biscuits from scratch. Cooked them in the Camry oven. And then my other aunt did like, she had a cooler with milk and juice. And my other aunt did the coffee and this French toast bake thing. And I mean, like, it was essentially a buffet under a camper awning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of
Normal.
times, like, after Thanksgiving or, like, Christmas, or just whenever we have, like, a big meal and we have leftovers, like, if we have a half day afterwards, I'm just like, hey, you guys want to come to my house for lunch? We have leftovers. Like, the one day after Thanksgiving, we had leftover ham, spaghetti, various stuffings and other carbs, such as, like, potatoes,
Mhm.
and birthday cake. All left over. And I had, it was me, my 3 girlfriends, and then 5 teenage boys.
Oh, yeah. And
They
teenage
all-
boys will work
They'll
hard.
take care of it.
Yeah.
On it, yeah.
And-
Yeah.
And we fed all of them, and there was still some left over.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, another thing that
And
I
that's just leftovers.
remembered from, like, being Midwestern is a garage fridge or a garage freezer.
If you don't have a full-size fridge dedicated to beer in Wisconsin, what are you doing?
See, okay,
Yeah.
we have 2 different beer mini fridges.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's still
Before-
2 though.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Essentially
exactly.
one big fridge.
Before I, like, started drinking, we only had the one because
Oh,
Dad
okay.
was the only one who ever drank
Yeah.
any.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we have, of course, the liquor cabinet, which has all liquor.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so there is
Decorating with bottles, and, like,
Yeah.
that is very Midwestern.
Yeah, yeah. We have a shelf
In-
of bottles,
In
but
the
like,
kitchen.
yeah, and like beer cans that are still full of beer, so they're real nasty.
Yeah.
But we kept them because Packers.
Yes.
Yeah, or any special edition can.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it.
Yeah.
For some
So
wild reason.
yeah, so we have the mini fridge for the beer.
Mm-hmm.
We have Jade's fridge for Jade's alcohol and
My,
overflow
Liquor.
and yes, and then we have the liquor cabinet, and then we have the big fridge that has all the wine in it.
Oh, yes.
Because the wine bottles are too big to go in the little fridge.
Oh, well, yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Our mother. So
What she do?
Well, okay, a couple weeks ago, my dad won a whole hog, like, of meat. Like,
Oh.
on a meat raffle.
Mm-hmm.
A whole hog. We already have a
Wow.
whole steer and a half a hog on the property in freezers.
Why was he trying to win this?
It was an accident, because, you
Oh.
know, my mom put the
a
tickets
meat
in
raffle
and put...
at a bar.
Oh, yeah, meat raffles at bars.
Yep.
That's a Wisconsin thing for
Well,
sure.
raffles in general are pretty Midwest.
Okay,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie to you.
But so we have our fridge in the house.
We also
We have a mini fridge
In
in
the
the
house.
pantry.
for extra food that doesn't fit in the big fridge.
Yeah.
We have a beer fridge in the
A
garage.
full-size beer fridge that has liquor in the freezer.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We have a standing freezer in the garage
Full of boxed foods that, you know, like
from the Schwann's.
from the Swan's guys. So like ready to make
Schwann's,
easy
yep.
foods, you know?
We'll hit there
Mhm.
next.
And
Yep.
then we have a chest freezer in the garage which has all the pork. And then the standing freezer in the house that has all the beef.
Okay, like this standing freezer could fit at least 4 full-grown men in it.
Oh my god.
It literally has an entire steer of meat in it. And
That's
for
like-
reference, that's like literally 500 pounds of
Yeah.
beef.
It's
Mhm.
like a restaurant freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
But we got that freezer to get rid of the chest freezer.
But you
That
didn't
is-
get
No,
rid
we
of the
just filled it
chest
with
freezer.
pork.
Yeah. Currently filled with pork.
And
Yes.
then my grandparents also have a freezer at their house.
Which is not full, which is where the whole hog
Good.
is gonna have to go now.
Good, yeah.
So
Well, our uncle had to do that with our grandma's freezer too. He was like,
Yeah.
"We have extra meat. Can we put it in your freezer?"
well, and now come January, the current steer that's alive is
Mhm.
gonna get butchered. So I don't know where that one's gonna go. 'Cause
y'all have a lot of meat.
I
to
told
eat.
Mom we gotta sell something or donate it or something
Yeah.
because we are gonna have no room. And she's like, "Well, I could can the meat," and I'm like, "You're gonna can a whole steer? Like, what are you doing?"
girlfriend.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure Mom wants to like try like
She's a
salty
prepper.
or something.
Mom and
Yeah.
Dad are slowly becoming preppers.
It's okay. They gotta do something.
I
in
mean,
their
it's
old
fine.
age.
It's fine. Yeah, Dad's retired now.
Mom read a whole like
She's got a
science
whole
fiction
book.
book series about if an EMP hit.
Oh, okay.
Now,
And
yeah.
so now Mom's like come up with like we have like contingency plans that we planned on our vacation road trip to the out west.
Well, what else are you gonna do when you're in a car with your family that long?
For real. This is- my dad's like, okay, we have to include all the neighbors. We'll have to make a compound. Falon, you're in charge of booby traps.
I'm very good at booby traps.
So you can come to our compound if you're useful. That's it.
Yes.
We're like, okay, Dad, whatever.
What is your skill?
Before I forget, the Schwann's we have a new Schwann's man driver. So those of you
I
who
haven't
don't
met
know,
the Swange guy in a long time.
Yeah.
just so you know, the Schwann's man. I don't know if this is specifically a Midwest thing,
Yeah.
I
Wisconsin
think
thing.
it's pretty close.
I don't know where
But-
Schwann's is like located, but
Yeah.
There is a place. There
I know
was
there's
like
one
a.
in Sparta.
There's like a truck place. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a Swange truck garage
Yeah.
near Bangor.
Yeah.
I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I mean, I saw them way out when I was in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So-
I know they're in Minnesota because that's the first
Yeah.
place I knew them because my grandma used to have them delivered out on the farm.
okay. Yeah.
Which was
Yeah.
at the end of a gravel road in the middle of nowhere. And all of a
Probably.
sudden, this, like, yellow truck would come up.
That's probably the very last stop on the,
Probably, yeah.
the route.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just we have like freezers full of like Schwann's stuff.
I mean,
Like,
not
so-
that much anymore, but yeah.
Well, no, yeah.
Mhm. But
Most
they,
of
like,
it's
have
ice cream.
meals. They have ice cream.
Oh yeah.
They
They
have,
have
like,
fruit.
specifically, like, vegetables, fruit. And then they have, like, family meals. It's, like, the
And, like,
entree
single
size.
portion
And then they
ones.
have, like, TV dinners.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's wild. It's basically the frozen food section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in a truck.
But in
Yes.
a truck that
And
comes
it comes to
you
your house.
twice a
Yeah.
week. Not twice
Also,
a week.
Well, they
Every
could.
2 weeks.
Well,
Yeah.
for us, it's every 2 weeks. For some other people, it's every week.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you basically just have to put in an order and tell them when
I want
you
this.
need-
Yeah, and they bring it to you.
They'll bring it.
also, guys in vans selling you meat.
Have you guys ever had people come up on your property to sell you meat?
No, but we've had people like come up to our property and be like, "You got any copper?" And my mom's like, "You're sketchy. We're gonna sick the dog on you if you don't leave."
Yeah. We have had multiple people come to our house and be like, "We have some cuts of meat.
Oh,
Do you
that's
want to
weird.
purchase from us?" Like they have like logos on their like van, so it's not like it's like someone in a minivan.
Okay, but
pulling
it's
up.
still
Yeah.
weird.
Oh yeah.
Like I heard an advertisement the other day for apparently at the old Shopco at such
old
and such
Shopco,
such and such
RIP.
down they're having a meat sale out of a semi, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh God! First
Yeah.
of all,
And
that's
not
scary.
just like
Not just beef, pork, chicken, seafood.
Oh,
You could
yeah.
get an awesome deal if you bought this many of this and this. And I'm like, oh God, I don't know if I want to buy meat out of a pickup. First of all, I barely want to buy it from the local grocery store.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
thing about like growing up in like rural Wisconsin or like rural anywhere. Like you don't want to get meat or like produce maybe, but like you don't want to get like meat or eggs or anything from the store.
You want to
because
get it from someone else you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
if
like-
you can. I
we
mean,
have-
not everyone
we
has
had
that.
chickens,
Yeah.
and we've had chickens for so long. I can no longer eat store-bought eggs.
Oh yeah, it's like a sin.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
tell.
It's like your body refuses to digest them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this isn't right.
Like when
this
we
isn't
made.
as organic.
Oh,
Is
I found this old like
Asleep.
meme thing that I had saved like long ago about weather in the Midwest. The 11 seasons of the Midwest.
Oh yeah.
So there's winter, fool's spring, second winter, spring of deception, third winter, mud season, actual spring, summer, false fall, second summer, which is about a week long,
yes.
and actual fall.
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, also another thing that is very Midwestern is the weather rope. Do you guys know what the weather
Oh
rope is?
yeah.
Yes. At our grandparents' house, they used to have it was like a light pole,
Yeah.
and then my grandpa put like a 2x4 with a rope that was tied through a hole that was drilled through the 2x4.
Mm-hmm.
So you can tell the direction of the wind by looking at the rope, which
Yep.
way it's going.
Yep.
You can tell if it's raining, if the rope is wet.
Yep.
You can tell if it's snowing, if the rope has snow on it. And if the rope is gone,
You need to run.
you need to go to the basement immediately because it's
I mean-
probably a tornado.
Okay. Most people sit on their front porch to watch the tornado.
Very
but,
true.
Yeah, yeah,
Very true.
Yeah, yeah. If the rope is gone, it's time to get a lawn chair.
Yep.
You better
A
have.
lot of people have just, well, like I've doing this, like when we have like severe thunderstorms, but they're not like right up, like above my house. Like I will like watch them in the
They're off in the
distance.
distance.
No, okay, I don't do storms at all. Me and this guy are in the basement, in the like farthest back part of the basement, on the bunk bed that like currently has 2 mattresses on the bottom part. So there's
Yes.
like this much room. We're like crawling in with our like little foot space of like
Yes.
room, and we're just cuddling together because I'm like, I'm not doing this, and he's like, you are gonna protect me, and I'm talking about the dog, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just kept saying him,
Him,
so
yeah. Oh, Falon will Snapchat me and be like, "Oh, the sky is yellow," and I'm like, "Oh, that's what time of
I
day is
love
it?
when-
Medium
1 p.m.
concerning.
That's not good."
Yeah.
No, okay. Like if it's either right before it's supposed to storm or like right after, especially like at sunset, like it's usually like around like 8 o'clock at night. Like everything will become yellow,
Mm-hmm.
and I love it. It's like my favorite because it's just. It's like the same lightness as if it was like noon, but it's
Yeah.
8 o'clock and everything is yellow.
If
And
the sky
lovely.
turns
To
weird
me,
colors,
that's-
that's not okay.
Yeah, to me, that's a sign that I need to be in the basement.
No, I'm just like I'm gonna sit outside.
Yeah, but you're very Midwestern because there's a lot of people who are like, yeah, I watched the tornado touch down and then I went, gee, I should probably move.
That's like my office coordinator at work is like, if we go under a tornado warning, you guys can go to the storm shelter. I'm going outside. And we're like, well, rip, we'll pray for you in the storm shelter.
It's like one of those things where it's like, I guess it's kind of just
I can't stop
survival
you.
of the fittest. Like, I don't know. May the odds be ever in your favor.
I mean, I'm just one of those people who like really likes like lightning and thunder, and I'm that person. Definitely.
Yeah, me
Also,
and the dog get along quite well because we're both afraid of loud things and storms.
I mean, my dog will bark back at the thunder.
He's
Like,
trying.
he doesn't get really
Scared away.
scared. I mean, he'll attach himself to me, but,
Yeah.
like, he doesn't, like, have a panic attack.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
when is he not attached to you?
when it storms, though, like, if I get up in the middle of the night to pee, he's
Yes.
coming with me.
Well, he's probably just trying to protect you from the storm.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely not that he's worried about it at all. He's just protecting you.
And I don't know if this is
He talks to
a
Thor?
Midwestern or Wisconsin thing, but like I feel like it's more of just like a farmer's country thing.
Yeah.
Smelling when it's gonna rain.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Okay, but that is even, like, people in Wisconsin know what it smells like.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
if someone says it smells like rain, people are like, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, you can tell when rain is coming.
Yeah.
I feel it in my knee. That's a real thing.
It
Yeah.
is because the
Yeah.
pressure
Well,
drops.
we get,
Actually, it's this knee, but yeah.
we get headaches in this family. So,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
when-
When the pressure changes.
yeah, when the pressure is changing, we're like, something's coming.
Yeah.
We can tell.
Yeah, my
Winter
dad gets
is
really
coming.
bad headaches, so like
Yeah.
he can like he's pretty much like a weatherman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weather app, but
Yeah,
in
he
the
can
father.
tell if it's actually gonna rain or not.
Oh, yeah, since Dad, I mean, he's had both of his meniscus repaired in his knees, so both knees.
Mhm.
And now that he's had rotator cuff surgery, he's like, I can't lift my arm past here.
Mhm.
It's gonna rain at this time on
Yep.
this day. And we're like, what
It was
the
it was a feature they added in
Yeah.
when he had the
It's
surgery.
like, now you can tell the weather.
Yes.
You won't be able to move your shoulder for about 8 weeks, but you'll know when it's gonna rain.
Yeah, for real.
But just, and it's actually, I think, raining has an actual smell, and it's the smell of fresh ozone being released because everything is moving around.
Well, also that and like your smell receptors, scent receptors, whatever, in your nose.
You could also just say your nose.
Well, I
Anyways.
mean, like,
It's gotta get scientific.
yes.
It's called
You can
your
smell
nose.
better with more moisture in the air.
Jackie, it's called your nose.
Listen, buddy.
Well, humans actually are one of the best creatures for finding water.
I
Wildly.
like that.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense.
why we like
'cause
shiny
Like
things.
moisture has a smell.
Yeah, and like finding what I think, like
We like
humans
shiny
can
things.
smell from water like from
Yeah.
miles away. Like
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
right now, it's pretty. We don't notice it because we don't need
We
it.
don't need
very
to.
often.
Yeah, I can smell the sink. It's right there.
I don't know if
And if you can smell the sink, you probably should clean it.
Yeah.
yeah, a little bit. It's also like humans are very fascinated with water, like as a species.
Yeah.
We don't like swimming though. Like some humans do, but like
Yeah.
we're not. We're made to swim, but not really. Like
Mhm.
we have a flexible spine, so we can swim
Yeah.
pretty well. But
I mean,
we're not aquatic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's why
But we
we're
love
obsessed.
playing
Fast
in water.
swimmers.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
puddles
Mhm.
and creeks
Yeah.
and stream, and why we like shiny things because it looks like
We
Running
like looking
water.
at it.
Running
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's also why we like the sound of it so much.
Yeah.
Because humans are
Interesting.
weird.
Oh, amen to that one. Humans are weird.
Oh, I brought this point up to Falon on the way over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do the word person and human have different connotations to
Yes.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
Which one is better?
Human
But-
is more like scientific.
Okay, but like if
Yes.
someone says she's a good person or she's a good human,
Okay.
which one
So,
sounds better?
okay. Person has the connotation of like the feeling, like kind of like, you know, like what you do
Mm-hmm.
versus like human is just like you're human incorrectly. You know? Like you are a person,
I said it was like,
but you are human.
Like when someone says
she's
they're
a decent person, you're a decent human.
yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
person is higher, like
Yeah,
okay, yeah,
okay.
and then human is like you're doing
you got
bare
acknowledged.
minimum.
You
Yeah.
got
Like,
acknowledged.
Yeah, yeah,
Honorable mention
Yeah,
as
yeah.
part of the species.
yeah. You
I don't know
wiped
where it
your
came from.
ass today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. You could.
Yeah, so you qualify as a human.
Human, yeah.
It's like you woke up. Good job.
Hey,
Yes.
some days I need that.
Yeah. Sometimes it is hard to human.
Oh, ain't that the truth?
Like the fact that I have a bidet I need to set up that I've been able to set up for a month.
It's been here for a month.
It's been here for a month.
Hey, at least it's here, right? You know.
It's in the bathroom.
It's in the bathroom even.
It's
Yeah.
just not.
And I've
on the
been
toilet.
wanting to use
She
it.
wants to
too.
She wants to use the butt washer. Is what it
I
literally
use so
says.
much
Like all sorts
toilet
of different
paper.
names.
I'm wasting all of the toilet paper.
Maybe you should try just pooping less. Just kidding. Don't poop less.
I do poop less.
Okay, so I want to thank you guys for joining us. This
Yep.
was really fun.
It
We're
was
definitely
fun.
going to have to bring you guys back
Oh,
and
yeah.
have different conversations.
We're open for it.
We gotta have sibling conversations.
Yeah.
It's the podcast. We're siblings, and you guys are siblings, and we're all siblings, folks.
Yes.
We're
now,
all connected.
Yeah.
You are now part of the
Intricate.
crazy, multi-branched, all over the place family tree.
We're not really
Yes.
a retreat. We're more like a shrub. Like just
A
really
shrub,
big
we're a
bush
shrub.
That just
Yeah.
It's
It's
chaotic.
growing.
Yeah, you
We're a
can't
shrub.
tell. There's
Yeah.
like it's 3-dimensional,
And you can't
Yes.
even find the stem. It's
We're just here.
And you're also part of the collective Wisconsin Drunk now.
Yes.
You're welcome. This has been Cheese, a Healthy Fruit. I'm Jade.
I'm Cydel. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to Cheese, a Healthy Fruit. Our cover art is by MJ Hennessey. Our theme song is by Melina Marchese. You can find her at melinamarchese.com. Follow the podcast on Instagram at cheese_a_healthy_fruit, Jade at Jade Powers with an extra S, and Cydel at Cydel Powers, spelled Cydel. If you have any questions or want to submit a story from your childhood, email us at cheeseahealthyfruit@gmail.com. Sources can be found in the show notes. You can find Cheese, a Healthy Fruit wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. Subscribe to Cheese, a Healthy Fruit and leave us a 5-star review on your favorite podcasting app. See you next time. Bye-bye.